Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we are the Office Blokes. Yeah. Desperately trying not to make a joke about what we were just talking about.
Best not, yeah.
Fighting the urge.
Keep it back.
Yep. No, it'd be the other way, wouldn't it? Because Anyway, I was reeling it in. We are the Office Blokes, and we have a Patreon page. The Office Bloke Mike is desperate to tell you about.
Go to patreon.com and put in Office Blokes React. We've got loads of tiers there, starting just £1.50. We've got a Discord server, we've got block content, we've got a weekly exclusive podcast as well for patrons only. So why don't you go on there, support the channel, check it out.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Nice.
I really appreciate it.
Smooth. Right, Norm MacDonald's final stand-up performance on Letterman. We did.
Should be good then.
We did some stuff. Him joking about COVID in a club, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
And I think he's like.
I thought that was the last one.
I think this is just his last one on
Letterman.
TV,
last TV
maybe.
before. Right, okay, yeah.
Because the footage was a bit crap of the other one we did, isn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't the best, was it?
Yeah, but by all accounts, knew he was ill for a long time. Mm-hmm. Didn't tell anyone and just cracked on, just doing what he did.
Yeah.
The only problem with Norm MacDonald is, and his stuff is not many really good videos. That's
true.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, you mentioned before. Yeah, a lot of it's
very hard to get good footage.
Yeah. If anyone knows of any links to good videos of Norm MacDonald, and what we mean by that is video quality. Not his jokes, because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
He gets on Letterman, it'll be a decent quality. It should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, let's do it. Norm MacDonald's final stand-up performance on Letterman.
Thanks, guys. Listen, I don't want to brag or anything, but me and Oprah are making the same money tonight.
That's going to be just when she got in trouble, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. What was that for?
I want to say like she compared something to the Holocaust, or she made like quite an ill-advised comment about the Holocaust not being as severe as it was, or something. Wow. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Was that Oprah Winfrey?
Right. Yeah, it was on
Are you
the
sure,
View,
Dave?
on The View.
You're not getting mixed up with Whoopi Goldberg, eh, mate?
It was Oprah, wasn't it?
I think it was Whoopi Goldberg.
Was it Whoopi Goldberg? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you just trying to throw me under the bus there? I still think it's Oprah.
Trying to pull you out from under it, Dave, I think.
I still think it was Oprah that said that.
Let
us know in the comment section, because I'm always exclusively wrong with these things.
Go straight after this.
The same money tonight. But the show has loosened up considerably. I noticed I was watching Oprah and Dave talking about weed and booze. I don't do either of those. The hardest drug I ever did, LSD. And I remember I was a kid, I was like 16, and I remember they warned me, they said, hey, you gotta be careful with that LSD on account of you can get a flashback. 10 years can go by, 20 years, 30 years, and a flashback will happen. So I thought, hey, that seems like a good deal. You tell me I buy a drug for $5, I eat it, I get high, and then 20 years later I get high again? That's not the point. I like to stretch my drug dollar. The point is this. 10 years have passed, 20 years have passed, 30 years have passed, and no flashbacks. What a gyp that turned out to be. Just more horse by the big acid companies, that's all it is. But I can't believe it's been a quarter century since I made my television debut. It was all different back then. You know, it was back then, I remember if you wanted to take a picture, you would use a camera, not a telephone. As a matter of fact, if you used a telephone, people would look at you odd. You'd be like... Just stay still like that. What about in the old days when they took pictures of you way back, you know, where they pulled that thing and exploded and stuff? I got a picture of my great-grandfather. The thing took 6 hours taking your picture, and it was a picture of my great-grandfather, one. Every guy had one picture back then. And it's just him like... I gotta get back, feed them hogs. Who's going to feed the hogs? Somebody got to feed them hogs. Now, in the future, of course, it'll be different. 50 years from now, people will be going like, hey, you want to see 100,000 pictures of my great-grandfather? I got him right here, plus everything he did every day of his life. Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. They could have split that one up a little better, you know? But I watch the TV, I watch the news, make you afraid, the news, you know? Put all these stories on, Iraq, Iran, North Korea, you know, try to scare you, you know? But does it ever really scare you? Like, you ever wake up in the middle of the night, North Korea! That little tiny country across the ocean. I wonder if they'll get me. Plus, didn't MASH settle that like 20 years ago? Why'd I have to watch that stupid show? There is one country that worries me, though. Not Iraq, not Iran, not North Korea. The only country that really worries me is the country of Germany. I don't know if you guys are history buffs or not, but... In the early part of the previous century, Germany decided to go to war. And who did they go to war with? The world. It had never been tried before. And so you figure that would take about 5 seconds for the world to win, but no, it was actually close. Then about 30 years pass, and Germany decides again to go to war, and again it chooses as its enemy the world. And this time they have that guy, Schrankly, Crankly, that guy. And I'm not even going to dignify him by saying his name, but I think you know what I'm talking about. But you'd think at that point the world will go, listen, Germany, here's the deal. You don't get to be a country no more on account of you keep attacking the world. I mean, what do you think, you're Mars or something? Anyways, listen, folks, this will be my last time on the David Letterman show, I understand. And you guys, we all know that David Letterman was the greatest talk show host who ever lived. But I remember Dave differently because the first time I saw him, I was 13 years old. I was living in... I was living in Toronto, Canada, and I went to a talk show they had there. And David Letterman was the stand-up comedian on the show. And I loved stand-up. And David Letterman did this joke that I told everybody this joke. I love this joke. It still stays with me as my favorite stand-up joke ever. So I'd like to do it for you if you'd like to hear it. He goes, I was on the street the other day and I saw a garbage truck, and on the back of the garbage truck there was a small sign that said, "Please do not follow too closely. Another of life's simple pleasures ruined by a meddling bureaucracy," ladies and gentlemen. You remember the old days when when Dad would pile the kids in the station wagon and we'd all go out and follow a garbage truck. So anyways, I'd just like to say, I know that Mr. Letterman is not for the mawkish, and he has no truck for the sentimental, but if something is true, it is not sentimental, and I say in truth, I love you. Oh my God.
Actually, legitimately emotional. Really.
Very much so, yeah.
Very funny, Norm. And thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen. That was very sweet, Norm. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, very
I thought
emotional.
that just towards the end when he was talking, he kept putting his hands up when he was talking about when he was in Toronto.
Yeah, I wasn't
And I
sure if
thought-
it was a joke or not. Or
No,
a
it
bit.
Looks legit, that, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely legit. He's
Do you think he knew he was dying at that point?
Possibly.
How,
I
when
think he
when
probably
did,
did.
when
He
did
prob-
Letterman retire, or when
Don't
did
know.
he?
not sure. I think he probably knew. Yeah, he was
Seemed that
dying,
way.
and he's
Seemed
probably
that way, didn't it? It's like
Yeah.
his last goodbyes.
and maybe it was
Yeah.
his last,
Circuit.
time on television, maybe
Yeah.
as well.
I'm thinking his goodbyes on the circuit.
But
Yeah,
Letterman's got a giant beard now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's like down
Oh, is
to
it?
there,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it's going to have needed time to grow that beard.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a thing that was Dave Chappelle, Adam Sandler, Letterman, I want to say David Spade. It was like a round table remembering Norm Macdonald. And it was
Yeah.
about half an hour where they were just discussing Norm Macdonald and things like that. And one thing I think Dave Chappelle was saying is Norm used to, if he was told that jokes would bomb and he tested them on people and they bombed, he'd go and purposely do them.
Right.
And like he leant into it and loved the awkwardness of knowing
Yeah,
a joke
yeah,
wouldn't work and
yeah.
just standing there like,
Yeah. Deal with
like,
it, sort of thing.
Because there was a few things there that weren't really that funny.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
I think it's a good job they showed Letterman at the end because to me it looked like he was standing in for Letterman and doing a monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Know
that
what I
as
mean?
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a bit.
Yeah.
But it was
Great
it's obviously
comedian.
his final circuit type thing,
Yeah.
his goodbye circuit.
Yeah.
It's like a unique comedian, wasn't
Very
he? You know,
much so, yeah.
everything he did, his delivery, everything, his inflection in his voice,
Always
full a lot,
class.
the way he, delivered things, his comedy sort of like lines and everything.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's just, if you did like, because a lot of comedians will do a set and then later on that night they'll do another set.
Yeah.
And if you're working on material and it's just bombed at 4 PM or 5 PM, to then go out at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Do the same.
And do the
And
same
just-
one again.
But
It's-
just lean into it.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was
not
a comic genius.
not many people would do that. People would fight against that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but people go that long doing comedy because they're that good.
Yeah.
If you're that bad, you don't last that long, do you?
True.
Absolutely no
When I was
chance.
younger, he was probably my favourite comedian.
Really?
Yeah, Norm Macdonald. I was
Yeah.
like in the early 20s, sort of say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably one of the best.
Nice.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
bloke. Top bloke.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.